Solve and discuss it. We're determining the outcomes of compound events. It says Cameron packed 2 pairs of shorts and 3 t-shirts for a weekend trip. What are some combinations of shirts and shorts that Cameron can wear while on his trip? How many days will he have a different outfit to wear? So there's many different ways that we can do this. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to go according to the shorts. So first off, there's 2 types of shorts. You could have green shorts and you could have blue shorts. Now from here I'm going to draw a line from the green shorts because you could wear the green shorts with a yellow shirt, the green shorts with a white shirt, or the green shorts with the orange shirt. For the blue shorts, you can do the same thing. You could wear a yellow shirt with blue shorts, white shirt with blue shorts, or an orange shirt with blue shorts. So if I look at this here, there's 3 different outcomes. Green shorts, yellow shirt, green shorts, white shirt, green shorts, orange shirt. And then the same with the blue here. So total number of different outfits he could wear is going to be 6. Example 1. Find all possible outcomes. Haley has 2 sisters and no brothers. Josh has 2 brothers and no sisters. So Haley here is in a family of 3 girls, and Josh is in a family of 3 boys. They wonder what's the chances are in a family with 3 children that the children will be all boys or all girls. How can they determine all possible combinations of boys and girls? So first off, we have 3 different kids. The first child can be a boy or a girl. Second child could be a boy or a girl. Third child could be a boy or a girl. Last lesson we were talking about possibilities, but this one, this lesson we're doing compound events. So there's more than one thing happening. So take a look at the tree diagram. This is the first child. The first child could be a boy or a girl. Then we go off the boy, okay? The second child is here in the middle. If they have a boy first, the second child could be a boy or a girl. If they have a girl first, they could have a boy or a girl second. Then off each one for the third child, they could have a boy or a girl, a boy or a girl, a boy or a girl, a boy or a girl. Okay, so I'm going to get a different color here. So if we look at this, first possibility is a boy with the first child, a boy with the second child, and a boy with the third child. That's boy, boy, boy for all 3 kids. Next possibility is a boy with the first child, a boy with the second child, and then a girl with the third child. So now I've got boy, boy, girl. Next one, I have to get to this one right here. So I could have a boy first child, a girl second child, and a boy with the third child. Then I could have a boy, a girl, and a girl. So there's that possibility. Now all of these outcomes on the bottom here on the left side, all of these start off with having a boy first. Now let's do it with a girl. So I could have a girl, and then it could come down to a boy, then it could come down to another boy. So it'd be a girl, boy, boy. I could have a girl first, come down to a boy second, or I could then have a girl third. So a girl, boy, girl. That is it when it comes to having a girl and then a boy. Now we have to do a girl and then a girl and then a boy. And then I could have a girl, girl, and a girl. So when I'm looking at this, all the possibilities on the right side is if they have a girl first. So the chances, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different outcomes The chance of having an all boy, 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 is 1 out of 8. And the chance of having a girl, 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 which is over here, is also 1 out of 8 chances. George is going to flip 2 quarters at the same time. Complete the tree diagram and then list a sample space. Sample space are all the different outcomes. So when I'm looking at this, I'm going to flip a coin. I have a quarter 1 and quarter 2. My first quarter could land in heads or tails. If I get heads the first quarter, second quarter could be heads or it could be tails. If I get tails on the first quarter, I still could get heads or tails on the second. So, if I want to know all the different outcomes, I could have a heads and a heads. I could have a heads and a tails. I could then get a tails and a head, or I could get a tails and a tail. Example 2. A game is being played by spinning 2 spinners shown. Players match the results of the spinner combinations to game cards. How many different combinations are possible? So this one's pretty basic. If you see here, spinner has A, B, C, D, E, and F. That is all of these over here on the right, on the left of the box. Spinner, the blue spinner has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is all of these here. Now, this is where it can get confusing. In order to cross these boxes, you have to look at the row and the column. So A1 means the spinner landed on A and the number 1. B1, the spinner landed on B and 1. C1, C1. So like this spot right there, it would be the spinner landed on C and a 4, and that's where those two meet. So there's 36 different combinations, and this is the sample space, all the possibilities. Last example. Stan's going to roll a number cue labeled 1 to 6 and flip a coin. What are the possible outcomes? So they're making an organized list here. On the number cue, they have all the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each one of them with the heads. Number 1 and a head, 2 and a head, 3 and a head, 4 and a head, so forth. This one is numbers 1 through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they all land on tails. So there's actually 12 different combinations. I understand it a little bit better if I was to do this. Heads, tails. I could land on a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. Tails 1, a tails the number 2, tails 3, tails 4, tails 5, tails 6. If I count these, there are 6 different combinations by flipping a coin and rolling a dice. The bottom. The bag contains tiles A, B, C. The box contains tiles with numbers 1, 2, 3. They want to know the sample space. So we could do it like this. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So there would be 3, 6, 9 different possibilities. Or another way of doing it, let me erase this here. We could do it almost like a tree diagram. You could do your letters up top, A, B, C. A could get a 1, a 2, or a 3. A B could get a 1, a 2, or a 3. And a C, you could then pull a 1, 2, or 3. Now, that's not the only way of doing it. Some people really like to stick to the box, like in example 2. So example 2 would look like this. You would make a box like this, and you would have A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. and you would make rows and columns. This would be A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, and C1, C2, and C3. All combinations, though, you still end up with having a sample space of 9. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you do more of a tree diagram or if you do more of the box or the listing like we did at first. Either way, the outcomes will stay the same.